stop guessing whether it's la próxima semana or just próxima semana or just semana próximo every time you want to say something in future tense in Spanish. The reason you don't sound completely clear every time you want to say something in future tense, it's because nobody showed you the actual time markers you need. So you're stuck translating word from English to Spanish and just hoping for the best. But no worries, I'm here already. I'm Carlos, headmaster and creator of the Spanish box, the based on simple structures. And in less than 10 minutes, I'm going to show you every single time marker or keyword that you need to speak about the future in Spanish. So, salgamos de esto hoy mismo. Vamos a ver. Okay, the concept of time marker or keywords is pretty simple. We're just using a word that is letting us know when is the action taking place. That's it. If I say I'm going to buy a car, or if I say I will have dinner with my family, like the person that I'm speaking with is going to understand that these actions will happen in future, but they don't know when. So if I say I'm going to buy a car, the person that I'm speaking with doesn't really understand if I'm going to buy the car tomorrow or next week or next month or next year. That's why we need to be specific, okay? So let me just show you the time markers and then let's just do a few examples, right? So let's go. But okay, let's go. Let's not waste time. How do we say tomorrow? Well, in Spanish, we would say just mañana. That's it. Now, for later, in Spanish, we would say más tarde, okay? Más tarde. That's it. Now, for tonight, in Spanish, we would say esta noche, okay? Now, the day after tomorrow, we say pasado mañana, okay? Now, for tomorrow morning, in Spanish, we would say mañana en la mañana, okay? Now, tomorrow in the afternoon will be, we would say mañana en la tarde, and tomorrow night will be mañana en la noche. That's it. Now we have this one, a few, and then we can say a few minutes, a few days, a few weekends, a few months, a few years, a few hours, and a few weeks, okay? I have divided these a few into two different groups because saying a few will be unos or unas depending on the gender of the noun that we're using. So in this case, if we're speaking about minutes, that is masculine, I would say unos. But in this case, I'm speaking about hours, that is feminine, so I would say unas, okay? That's why we have two different groups, but it's pretty much the same thing, okay? So let's go. If I want to say in a few minutes, I would say just en unos minutos. That's it. In a few days, pretty much the same thing, right? Same. En unos días. In a few weekends, kind of the same. So en unos, and then we just need to say weekends, that will be fines de semana. Now, in a few months, it will be just en unos meses, and in a few years, it's just en unos años. Now, let's go with this feminine form. So if I want to say in a few hours, I would say en unas horas. Keep in mind that we're not saying en unos because horas is feminine, so we need to say en unas. That's it. That's the only difference. Now, in a few weeks, it will be just en unas semanas, and that's it, okay? Now, let's keep going. How do we say next week? Well, in Spanish, we're just going to say la próxima semana, okay? We're saying la próxima, feminine form, because semana, it's a feminine word. That's it. But for the rest of all these words, it will be all of them masculine, okay? So instead of la próxima, we would say el próximo, and then weekend, it will be just fin de semana. That's it, okay? Keep in mind that this el por la needs to be included. If I say just próximo fin de semana, it doesn't make any sense. We need to say el próximo fin de semana, okay? This article here, it's important. So let's get going. How do we say next month? One more time. Since we said that all of these are masculine, so it will be one more time, el próximo, and then month is just mes. Now, next year, one more time, exactly the same thing, but instead of mes, instead of month, we're gonna say año. So we say el próximo año. Next Monday, same thing. So el próximo, right, because it's masculine, and Monday, that is just lunes. Same thing for Tuesday, martes, okay? Keep in mind that in Spanish, the days of the week, they don't start with capital letters, okay? So we just say el próximo martes. This one, el próximo miércoles, okay? One more time, you have to say el próximo. I'm just not writing that down because it's the same for all of them, okay? Now, next Thursday, it will be el próximo jueves. Next Friday, el próximo viernes. Next Saturday will be el próximo sábado. And next Sunday will be el próximo domingo. That's it. So if you see, the only one that is actually different is just week, right? That we say la próxima because semana, it's feminine. But for all the rest, we are going to say el próximo. That's it, okay? So, okay, now let's go with the last group of time markers. In this case, we're saying in X minutes, okay? You can change this X for any number you want. It's going to make sense. It's going to work, okay? So how do we say in X minutes? Let's imagine we're saying in 2 minutes. So we're just going to say en, then we say the number. In this case, we're just going to say 2, like dos. and then minutes, that is just minutos. That's it. So we say en 2 minutos. With hours, we say the same. En for all of them, literally. So then the number for all of them, okay? This case, since we're doing the example with 2, I'm just going to put 2 in all of them. And then we just need to say hours, weeks, weekends, minutes, or all the stuff, okay? Like, for example, here. So if I want to say in 2 hours, I would say en 2 horas. In 2 weeks, it will be en 2 semanas. In 2 weekends, it will be en 2 fines de semana. Now, in 2 months, it will be en 2 meses. And in 2 years, it will be just en 2 años, okay? Pretty simple. We just say en, then any number, in this case, this X, and then minutes, hours, semanas, fines de semana, months, or years. That's it. Pretty simple, okay? Now let's just do a few examples just using these time markers, right? Hey, quick pause. If you're a beginner tired of struggling with Spanish, stop using apps and try my course instead. Get a 7-day free trial right now and unlock the first core lessons. I guarantee they will give you a way better understanding of Spanish in 1 week than you have gotten all year. You will even get live masterclasses and direct support from native professors. The link is in the description. Try it risk-free. If you don't love it, just walk away. It's a total win-win. Okay, before continuing, please, if you haven't subscribed yet, just subscribe. It really helps me a lot. It means the world to me, and it keeps me motivated to keep bringing more videos like this, okay? So please just subscribe before you forget it. Come on, it's for free. But now, let's get going. So, okay, let's try to say I'm going to finish in a few hours, okay? Pretty simple. So how do we say this thing? Well, this is something that we learned in the previous video. If you haven't checked it out, I'm just gonna leave it down there, okay? But just as a quick summary of everything we did before, we just need to use the verb ir, conjugated in present tense, then we just need the word a, and then we just need any verb, okay? We will follow this logic every single time you want to say something in future or something that means future, okay? So I'm just gonna put the conjugations of ir over there in case you don't remember, okay? So in this case, I'm going to finish in a few hours, so we just conjugate this one first. So in this case, I'm just gonna say voy, then we just need this one that is just a, and then we just need the verb, but in the original form, in the default form, in the infinitive form. This case, to finish, okay? How do we say that? It will be terminar. Okay, so we have voy a terminar. That means I'm going to finish. That's it. Now in a few hours, it's just en unas horas. That's it. So I'm gonna finish in a few hours. Voy a terminar en unas horas. That's it. Let's just do another example. Okay, now we want to say they won't come tomorrow, okay? But how do we say this won't? What is this? So as you guys know, won't is just will plus not, okay? But how do we say will? Well, as we said in the previous video, saying will in Spanish, it will be kind of the same thing as saying going to. So instead of saying they won't come tomorrow, I would say they are not going to come tomorrow, okay? So we're going to end up saying something like, and we know how to say this one because we learned how to say this thing in the previous video, okay? So let's go. How do we say this? First, let's just keep in mind that this is negative form, so we can say first the positive form. So I can say they are going to come tomorrow. How do we say that? Same way that we did it here, okay? So we just need the conjugation of ir for the they form. It will be ellos van, but now, since this is negative form, I just need to add no right before the verb. So I'm just gonna say ellos no van. That means they are not going. Now, exactly the same way that we did it here, we need the letter A. So let me just put it here. So we have ellos no van a. Now, to come is just a verb in the infinitive form. So we would say venir, and now tomorrow is just mañana. So if I want to say they won't come tomorrow, I would need to say this way here, right? Ellos no van a venir mañana. And that's it, okay? Let's just do another example. Now we want to say she's flying to Panama next week. But we cannot say this thing this way because this thing this way in Spanish is not going to make any sense. We explained that in the previous video. So basically, I just need to change this into something that actually makes sense in Spanish. So instead of saying she's flying to Panama next week, in Spanish, I would need to say she's going to fly to Panama next week. So we're going to follow exactly the same logic. We just need ir conjugated for the she form, that it will be exactly the same way that you can see it there. Ella va. Then we just need a. So we have ella va a. And then we just need the verb in the infinitive form. To fly is just volar. And then to Panama next week, this is just context, right? So to Panama will be a Panama. And now next week is just one of the keywords, one of the time markers that we're supposed to learn in this video. So we're just going to say la próxima semana. So we end up having ella va a volar a Panamá la próxima semana. And that's it. Now, and as always, I'm going to leave you guys with a phrase here in English. So you need to let me know in the comments how would you say that in Spanish, just to be sure that everything is crystal clear, okay? So let's go. Okay, these are the two phrases, right? First one will be they are coming in a few hours. And the second phrase is just they will start tomorrow morning. That's it. Now, before continuing, if you guys are actually serious about learning Spanish, you should try your school community. So go and check it out. If you don't like it, you can just leave. This is win-win. You have nothing to lose. And well, with that being said, I guess we have got to the end of this video. I hope everything is crystal clear, but just in case you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments, right? One more time, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and thank you very much for your attention. I see you next time, okay? Todo bien, nos vemos.